Prologue. 12,000 years ago, the final night of Atlantis. The sky above the temple burned with unnatural light, a sickly green hue that flickered like flame but cast no warmth. Beneath its glow, the high priest stood upon the black basalt dais, his arms raised toward the heavens, chanting in a tongue older than the stars. The words, guttural and strange, vibrated through the bones of the assembled cultists, their bodies encased in shimmering orichalcum robes. They knelt in concentric circles, their heads bowed before the vast obsidian monolith at the center of the ritual chamber. The monolith, a relic from a time before even Atlantis, pulsed with an eerie luminescence, responding to the incantations. It was not of this world. It had never been. Beyond the temple's massive colonnades, the ocean roiled, its surface unnaturally still despite the storm gathering in the sky. The waters of the great Atlantic had withdrawn, receding as if in fearful anticipation. Animals had long since fled the island's shores. Even the mighty war beasts of the Atlantean legions, bred to know no fear, had turned wild-eyed and refused to obey their masters. Something ancient was stirring, something that should have remained forgotten. "The stars align!" the high priest cried, his voice trembling with reverence and terror. "By the blood of the first civilization, by the pact forged in the abyss, we call upon the sleeper to wake." The cultists, their devotion absolute, raised their knives and plunged them into their own flesh. The sacrificial blood spilled into the carved grooves of the temple floor, forming a sigil so vast it could only be fully seen from the heavens. Then the monolith opened. A darkness deeper than the void between stars spilled forth, shifting, writhing, hungry. The temple trembled as the eldritch horror emerged, its form impossible to comprehend. To gaze upon it was to feel one's mind unravel. Countless eyes blinked in and out of existence across its unfathomable bulk. Vast tendrils, each larger than a warship, reached outward, stretching across the sky. The sea returned in a single, apocalyptic surge. Walls of water miles high consumed the land, drowning cities of crystal and gold. The mountains cracked, vomiting fire and smoke, as the earth itself buckled beneath the weight of the summoning. The very stars seemed to recoil as the being's presence bled into reality. The cultists did not scream. Their flesh had already dissolved into nothingness. Atlantis did not fall. It was erased.